Morning, Meshy.
Morning, G Lane. How are you, mate?
And welcome to the Tuesday edition of the podcast, what we like to call is the Sporting Sahara.
Yeah, we come in each Tuesday morning and go, geez,
What's going on?
what's on the roster today?
What is
if
happening?
People do want to know. Something to look forward to here. We're going to be chatting triathlons.
Yes.
And we're going to be chatting motor games.
Yeah, okay.
So there's a lot happening today.
Yeah. Hey, I forgot to mention it yesterday, but we posted it on our socials last night. If you're not following us, the ACC and Z on Insta, the Alternative Commentary Collective on Facey, we posted the guy catching the 6 with one hand with 2 beers in his hand, and comparing it to that one from the 80s where that cameraman sucks on that durry and does the double dragon, catches it behind the sight screen.
Yeah, that's right. Also preempted by a woman in a bikini.
Oh the greatest bikini.
One of the great bikinis.
One of the great. It's like spandex gold.
Why is it so
tight?
Unique.
It's so tight.
The fabric of it. I've never seen a bikini made out of the same stuff ever again.
Yeah, and
I can't tell if it's flattering or not. Not that that's what we're here to decide.
No, but anyway. Check that out. But the discussion around the office has been: is that the guy with 2 beers, one hand, is that the greatest crowd catch ever taken?
Yeah,
and potentially yes, but will it be beaten? I'd say yes, because I think the one thing to beat that would be the cardboard tray of 4 beers full.
Yes.
In one hand, and then catching it and not spilling anything.
Yeah.
I have a funny suspicion his cans were not opened. So I'm not. I don't want to.
When you said cans, I thought you were talking about the first.
No. I don't want to rain on his parade or anything. But it was a great catch. He didn't even the right hand that was holding the beers didn't even move.
Right.
Caught it left-handed. But if he was holding a tray of 4 pints, 4 pints of beer in one of those cardboard trays,
that would have been iconic,
and snared it, that would have been iconic. So there's still a chance for someone to eclipse him.
I think baseball is the sport we've got to keep an eye on. I think there's a lot of good crowd catches going on over there.
They got gloves though.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. You're a wonder if you're taking it in a mitt.
Yeah, there is the guy who almost dropped a baby doing it. Remember that one?
That's right, but then he caught the baby, so it went from maybe the worst ever catch of all time to perhaps the greatest.
Yeah, yeah. And then there's the other one where a guy caught one and then just spilt his entire pint on his missus.
Yes. So what do you think?
Sloppy.
Out of the 2 catches, what is your favourite?
I think for pure just after effects, the guy who caught it two-handed in the 80s in the Benson and Hedges series, just what he did afterwards just summed everything up when he threw it back in, kicked back, threw his feet up.
Yeah, put the leg up,
hitched one knee up, had a massive hoon on his durry, and then double dragoned out his nose.
He pulled the shit out of that.
And he had this hairdo. He was the 80s epitomised.
Yeah.
Like, so I think just purely for that, not taking anything away from the one-handed 2-beer catch.
It kind of looked like he was a plant as well. He had no mates.
Yeah. Well,
he was on his own. He rocked up to watch some cricket.
No, he was the cameraman. He was on his break.
He was the cam-op?
Yes.
I missed that.
So,
okay.
yeah, that's why he's on his own, because he just got off the camera and was just having a ciggy break.
Great pair of Levi's.
Apparently now he is he's a famous floor manager for Channel 9.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. That's immortalised, that one, that 6. Anyway.
We might have to reach out to him and see if he might have peaked there.
Yeah.
With that moment.
He definitely did.
Yeah, he did.
So, challenge this summer, ladies and gents, is, can you buy 4 pints, though? This is the problem. This is what sucks in New Zealand. You probably only buy 2.
Of course, you went to the NPC over the weekend and you weren't able to buy 1 pint.
No, because it was 20 minutes before the end of the game. If you can buy 4 pints at one time, get yourself 4 pints, hang out at Cow Corner, and catch the 6.
I think
one-handed. Don't spill a drop.
The event target might actually be the Blacklash come next year.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
What about with a ciggy hanging out your mouth at the same time?
Oh, that'd be controversial, given you can't smoke anywhere, not even outside.
Because you can't smoke at a cricket ground now,
even though it's outdoors.
It's outside, though.
Don't get me started.
But you can vape?
No, you're
not allowed to vape.
You're not allowed to vape either.
But there seems to be a mysterious vape cloud coming from the export party zone every year.
Yeah.
It's just a low mist lingering. Anyway, shall we get stuck into this hefty high-wattage show we've got coming up today?
Live from the Export Beer Garden Studios. This is the Agenda podcast for Tuesday, the 12th of August.
The Agenda Podcast, the home of sporting nonsense and claptrap. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
Rightio, overnight, big news. Hayden Wilde, the New Zealand triathlete, famously got silver at the Olympics, just got mowed down in that run in the Olympics.
Did he get
gutting to watch?
Did he get some kind of second fine or something? What's it called when you get you get penalised 10 seconds or something like that?
Oh, no, he did that.
To stop. Was that a different event?
It was a different event when he got accused of putting his shoes on too early or something, and he got He got done. He got done in the transition.
That English guy though, Lee or whatever his name is, he's the guy that mowed him down in the Olympics.
Yeah, he did.
Alex Lee.
Alex Lee. It was gutting to watch.
The commentator fucked it.
Yeah, the commentator's curse was horrendous.
That's right. It was a commentator's curse situation.
Yeah, and he was like, New Zealand will certain gold here. Blah, blah, blah. Everyone's like, no. But he, legendary dude. He got the shits after that as well because he was swimming in the river in the shit scene.
Oh, that's right. They were trying to decide if they could actually even swim in there.
But he's won this latest series of the T100, whatever. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I have gone deep this morning. I saw that we were going to be talking about it, and I thought, you know what, since it is the Sporting Sahara out there today, I thought I'd scrub up on this. So the T100 is pretty much a similar length to a half Ironman. So you've got, actually, I'll start with what T100 is first. It's pretty much like your Sail GP, your Formula Ones of triathlons.
Okay.
So you've got 9 events at the end of the year. They all meet up, and strangely, again, I can't figure out why, Qatar.
So, and the 100 stands for the 100 kilometres they cover, is that right?
Yeah, kind of. So you've got divided by a 2K swim, an 80K bike, and an 18K run.
Yeah, so 100 kilometres all up. Okay, that's why it's called
18 plus 2 plus 80. Yeah, that's 100.
Yeah, that's why it's called the T100. Yeah.
That's right. So that makes a whole lot of sense. With 9 races in the 2025 season, each contracted pro must race a minimum of 4 events to make the Qatar final at the end of the season, which is where, like Sail GP, you get your big money.
You're right, big bucks.
Does that make sense?
Yep, it makes sense. But I think what's special about this one is he's come back from an injury. He had a crash in Japan where he broke 4 ribs.
That's
now,
right.
I've broken 1 rib, and that took me months to recover from.
That's right. That was on the way home from an ACC Christmas party.
Yeah, look, I mean, there was an altercation with a wheelie bin.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if there was an altercation. You just hit one.
Yeah. I mean, who leaves wheelie bins out in the middle of a footpath? So he had he crashed, got 4 broken ribs, a broken scapula, and a punctured lung, and was knocked off his bike by a truck. Now, that was only, how long ago was that? 3 months ago.
That's fucked.
And he's come back and won one of these T100 series races.
That's fucked. So there's a whole bunch of like contracted athletes that do these, and then there's wildcard athletes.
Yeah.
Ironically, with the last name Wilde, he is a wildcard athlete. He's not actually one of the contracted pros. And they thought, you know what? I was having a read up on why they invited him along to this one, and they thought he's a big name. We'll get him along. From what I was reading about this, they thought he had absolutely no chance, and then he just comes in and absolutely fucking blitzes it. I don't even understand how you could possibly recover from 4 broken ribs, a punctured lung in a year.
Well, you have to ask someone in Japan, because he wasn't able to leave Japan for several weeks because he couldn't fly because of his punctured lung.
I can assure you, look, no disrespect to our medical services here in NZ, I don't think you could have turned around that quick.
Yeah, so there you go. So does that mean that he will qualify for that? Since he's won one of the series, does he qualify for the Qatar money grab?
I don't quite understand how exactly it works, but...
Should we get him on? Should we get him on?
We should get him on. I've reached out to him this morning. Yeah. But you, at the end of the T100 series, your 4 best scores are taken from the 9 races.
Yeah.
And then they're added together, and then you have to include the score that you get in Qatar as well. So it's the 5 best scores in total, but it has to include that final race.
So you can come 5th in Qatar and win the whole thing?
Yes, you can if you've accumulated enough points in the previous 4.
Okay, so it's not like that. It's not really like that, because the Sail GP is winner takes all.
That's right.
In that last race.
Yeah.
And they back this weekend?
They are back this weekend. They're going to Germany. They're heading into the Baltic. We'll come to that later in the week, I'm sure. But yeah, that's where we're at with the T100. And I think from what I understand, after doing some research on Hayden Wilde, is he's going to be there and there to stay. And I think they'll be trying to kind of contract him next year to race them all.
Ah, sweet.
But interestingly, on Hayden Wilde, there's some fantastic numbers that you can do on triathletes. Right now, he is world rank number 2.
Yes. Which
is obviously very impressive. World rank national number 1. But he's the 47th best swimmer, so he's actually not that great in the water. But he does all his best work on the bike. He's the 2nd best cyclist on the circuit, and then the 8th best runner, if that means anything to anyone. Well, a bit of water cooler chat there for you.
Well, last year we challenged, I think it was last year, maybe a year before, we said, do you reckon you're about to beat Hayden Wilde if you're in a kayak during the swim?
Yes.
If you're on a lime scooter during the run, and you had to and you're on an e-bike for the bike.
Yeah. I would have thought, if I had not seen Hayden Wilde run before, which I have now, that you could definitely do that. But I was going for a run along the viaduct. I think this might have been one of the first stories I told on this podcast. I was going for a run along the viaduct, and there was a guy in a Red Bull bucket hat that came past me at a ferocious pace. And I'm talking like 4 or 5 times the speed that I was running at. And I'm not a quick runner, but I thought I was a little bit athletic compared to, the average person. They run so quick, mate. These guys are absolutely rapid.
I reckon how they swim, what did you say, they swim 3Ks?
2Ks.
2Ks. See, I'll be buggered in 2Ks in a kayak.
And then an 18K run, and then the 80K bike. Yeah, I don't know. Should we give it a go? I mean, I think he might be the type of guy that would be keen to give it a go.
Yeah, I think he would as well. He actually did say, but he couldn't work out timings. So anyway, overnight as well, the Giz. He has basically embarrassed NASCAR drivers once again by winning in the NASCAR, but left and right course.
Yes.
Not just a righty, left and right. So any sort of course that is a track or a street race, the Giz is all over them like a rash. Any circly, roundy ones, he's not.
Do they change the direction of the circly, roundy ones?
I don't know.
Yeah, I
Does
don't
it
know
matter?
either. No, well, I'm just thinking, like, is it the right turn that he really loves?
No, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I guess the cars must be spec'd differently for that roundy. You just basically steering wheels. I don't know what it is. You got to shake and bake the whole time. You're using drafting, fueling, and all that shit.
Yeah.
So the Giz though, I love it. Whenever the Giz wins, he gets out of his car and punts a rugby ball into the crowd, which must be dangerously confusing for all the Americans.
Yeah, they'll be thinking, what is this NFL punter doing?
But I tell you what, he can mow a kick. He can, because he has to kick it quite a way to get it into the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
So, but it's a great wee tradition. I like it. And the Giz, he's up there now. It's his was that his 5th win in NASCAR this season, going left and right, and he's right up there with some of the legendary drivers in kind of wins in rookie seasons.
So he's 36 years old, the Giz. Do you know how long a career lasts in?
Oh, NASCAR, you can do it for ages because it's not like Formula One where you have to be a little midget.
Yeah.
And NASCAR's it's like the V8s. You see the supercars. There's dudes, Craig Lowndes, and you got all these old dingoes still racing in their 40s and 50s.
Shit, yeah.
Do you think that punt that the Giz did qualifies him on the Mania Stewart scale of not an athlete to an athlete?
Oh, yeah, I think he might actually because, I mean, Mania, he's quite simple in that kind of thinking, isn't he?
Well, he wants Lewis Hamilton to get out and dunk a basketball.
Yeah.
So kicking a football 50 metres.
He's got a good punt on him.
Again,
he's got a bloody good punt on him.
I'm not convinced that punt is more athletic than driving a Formula One car. Well, I'm not convinced by
NASCAR.
that. Well, a Formula One car, because that's where Mania's theory comes from.
Oh, okay. But I don't.
No, he hates all motor games.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's
all drivers.
Right, he hates it. Why? What's happened? Has he had a situation in the past where, I don't know, I don't want to get personal on it.
He's like, it's like Talladega Nights. Ricky Bobby's dad, he had a fractious relationship with his dad.
Yeah, he did.
Might have something to do with that. What's his big?
Warren.
Big Warren. Maybe Big Warren was maybe a NASCAR driver back in his day, or a V8 car driver, and he's done something.
When they're sitting around the table for that iconic dinner scene, and is it the son that does the grace, or no, it's Ricky Bobby that says the grace, I think, isn't it? And does he tell his own father to shut the fuck up? Is that scene?
No, it's his wife's dad.
That's his wife's dad, that's right, and he's not happy with his father.
His dad's the one that put the cougar in the back of the car when he was trying to make a comeback.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a good movie, that one.
It's a great movie. So speaking of rugby and boot and footballs, don't forget, we've got live and free coverage. All Blacks, the Rugby Championship starts this weekend, Maggie.
Shit, yeah, it does, mate.
Sunday, Buenos Aires at 9 a.m. The All Blacks take. Perfect time just to, while you're feeling like a piece of shit on a Sunday, roll up in your duvet, stick on iHeart or Radio Hauraki and listen to All Blacks v Argentina thanks to Max Raft.
That's what I'll be doing. I'll be rolling up in my duvet.
No, you won't. You'll
staying
be here.
At home. Getting comfortable.
Nope.
Loz, I'll have a couple of things, though. No, I'm looking forward to that on Sunday. What's the ground in Argentina that looks amazing and it's almost like dug out, like some kind of almost Roman battle?
I think that was up in Mendoza.
Because they don't play there that often, do they?
Nah,
but it looks like some arena.
Yeah,
with the moat.
Yeah.
There's a moat.
Yeah.
Now, most of them have moats because most of them are football grounds and they have moats.
To stop crazy South Americans.
Running on the field. But the one in Mendoza, can you remember the one that the streaker ran on and Sam Cane tripped him up?
That's right.
And he got a bit of shit for it?
Yeah, oh my God.
I was like, come on, man.
Yeah.
The guy did pretty well to get over the moat, though, to even get on the field.
Yeah.
So that was Mendoza. they're not playing there this time. I think Buenos Aires and then somewhere else.
What are the Argentines looking like at the moment?
Pretty handy.
Yeah.
And real handy at home. This is
right.
So
they beat the Lions?
Yep, they did.
Did that mean anything?
Well, it was the only game they lost the Lions on that tour.
Yeah, true that.
So they're always difficult over there.
Yeah.
I reckon. So, they've tipped us up over here.
Yeah.
So I'd be nervous about that first game in Buenos Aires.
Have we got McConey on later in the week to discuss that?
No, Buenos Aires. He's got his G-banger on.
Oh, he's in Fadge, eh?
Yeah, he's in Fadge with his G-banger on Fiji.
Yeah.
So if you're in Fiji, if you're headed to Fiji this weekend, look out for James McConey and his G-banger because it'll rock your world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a real slimy old sweat risk.
Yeah, it'll be a sight, that's for sure. Hey, have a quick break. We're going to be back. Dildo update. We've got an update on the dildos. Six dilly is at the tower. Yesterday, Mashi, we had Matt Heath here. We talked about the Caravan, the exclusive Facebook group for fans who can join and just have open discussion.
That's right.
About all things ACC, what we do on the show, what we do on commentary, suggestions, and they just want to talk shit in the wee hours of the morning when other people are probably watching Zimbabwe play the Black Caps at 2 in the morning and they're lonely. Just jump on the Caravan and people will be there.
Be honest, how many times do you look at, like you're watching sport at home and there's something exciting happens and you look to your left and you've got no one there.
You got nothing.
You got nothing.
Yeah,
you've got no one to share this experience with, and that's what the Caravan's for.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a like-minded community of munters, sports munters.
That are lonely at home, but a part of a community now.
Yeah, so text Caravan to 3236. You'll get a direct link. You have to apply. Make sure you're the administrator there, so you're going to just vet them, make sure you're not a hot bot with a massive cans.
Yep.
And then you'll accept them anyway.
I am more than open to a hot bot coming through. I found out recently that when you start a Facebook page, you can actually to join, you can make people answer some questions. Would that be something that we should be doing? Should we have some kind of rigorous, like if you know the answer to these questions, you can become a part of the ACC Caravan, or is it a kind of all welcome
I think
situation?
I think all welcome, but there should just be a general question where it's like, if someone offers you a beer, what do you say? And it's like, fuck yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Okay, I'll put that on.
And then you go, yep, I'm in.
Yeah.
So it's actually popping off a little bit because unbeknownst to me, the photograph of Matt Heath putting a frozen chocolate-covered banana with popping candy on it up my butt.
Yes.
Is that Matt Heath in that photo?
Yeah, did you see that he blew himself out of that photo?
So
he removed himself from that image.
And then posted it in the Caravan. If you want to see that, you have to go to the Caravan.
Disturbing fucking photo.
And everything that happens in there, it stays in there. Okay, guys? So no screenshotting and saving that off and then putting it on your own socials for leverage. Okay?
I should have put that in my ChatGPT admin. I should have put kind of silence your team. Like what happens in the Caravan stays in the Caravan. In the fucking Caravan. We all know that.
Yep.
So yeah, if you want to see a photo of G Lane about to have a banana
frozen, chocolate-covered, popping
candy and set it up as anus.
It was the popping candy that really, was the highlight.
Well, when you're buying Johnny's and you can get those dimples for extra pleasure, that's what that is, isn't it?
Who's not your pleasure, though, eh?
No, I don't think that's what it's been a long time since I've given anyone some kind of pleasure.
Hey.
But, I don't know.
Well, in that realm, there's
actually, are the dimples on the Johnnies for the female pleasure?
Why would
just the receiver? Why are we talking about this?
Also, why would you want to feel like what's going inside you's got pimples on it?
Yeah.
Why would you want that? Why is that a good feeling?
Well, I don't know, mate. Why did you put popping candy on top of the chocolate? It was
I didn't. It came like that.
Excuse me?
So WNBA. Obviously, there's dillies flying everywhere in the WNBA, and the more attention they give it,
the more you can say that.
The more people are going to do it. And the more memes that fly around, the more attention it's going to get. It's one of these self-serving things that's just not going to go away because of that.
Everyone knows to not naysay a nickname that you've been given because you'll be stuck with it forever.
Yeah.
Same kind of situation here.
Yeah.
The moment you fight against something, the moment it's going to become more and more kind of invasive.
And now they're looking potentially to put nets up. You know how in football around the world they put big nets up to stop crowds invading the pitch?
Yes.
They are looking to do that potentially at NBA courts and putting nets up so people don't throw dillies onto the court.
Sake.
You've got to just wait it out, because if you put a net up and the first comment on that news article was, I can get one through there. Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Of course you can.
you're just laying down more challenges.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, and they're like, we're going to ban bags. Okay, I'll put it in my pants.
Yeah. Like what?
It's like-
what do you think is going to happen here? Just let it happen, and within 2 weeks,
When
another
it gets-
CEO will cheat on someone, and we would have
Correct.
all moved on.
And no one's happier about the dillies than the CEO caught banging the HR.
Well,
head
that's
of
right.
HR.
Yeah. So
No one's happier.
No one is happier because the Dillies are owning the media over there. In other news, though, I've developed a real penchant for Sophie Cunningham
I see you going deep in her online.
and
But-
her family because I just think that they're fantastic. That's how you're supposed. That's how you're supposed to react to this.
Yeah,
whole
because the
situation.
mum's like, good luck on the court. Watch out.
Watch out for
those
flying
little
dillies.
Yeah. But it's one of these things, and it's like, if they didn't make a big deal of it, eventually the community, i.e. the fans and everyone, will just go, oh, fuck, stop throwing dillies. The joke's over now.
Yeah.
But the more they put layers of admin around it, the
That's
more
right.
the more it's going to happen just to fuck them off. It's like Nottingham, at Trent Bridge in Nottingham, their policy on streakers at that cricket ground is to let them run.
Right.
And they let them run.
I did not know that.
And eventually they stop and the crowd boos them off.
Yeah.
Because they want to watch the cricket. So we were there,
Yeah.
and a guy did a full lap in the nude, and everyone was like, yeah, like...
Just let them hang out there for a bit.
And then he went for a second, and then the crowd turned on him and went, boo, and he stopped and went, okay, and walked off, and security grabbed him.
Do you remember when Tommy Harper streaked at the Dulux Tradies 11 a few years ago?
Yeah.
In Apes?
Yeah, it was at Clifton Cricket Club, yeah.
At Clifton Cricket Club. It adds a strange dynamic when you've got no one trying to stop the streak.
Mm.
Because like you're saying there, and it was the same then, there has to be a moment where the streaker goes, oh fuck, this is
No, he did a beeline across and jumped the fence. And unfortunately for him, there was a camera that side, and it just went down and focused on him crouched nude behind the hoarding.
right up the freckle.
Yeah.
Right
So-
up the freckle. And I don't know, I think that was disturbing for Tom because I'm not sure if you know what your anus looks like. You might have seen it in situations when you've been, medically checked out. But I think when you see your
I've seen the
anus,
inside of it. I haven't seen the out.
when you see your anus for the first time up on a big screen,
Yeah, it was a bit shocking for him.
it's a lot.
But anyway, you watch out for that because the dillies are going to keep on flying.
You've always said that.
I know. Keep the dillies flying.
Yeah.
Keep the dillies in the air. Just keep them in the air. Hey, the latest Versus episode is out.
And it's a good one, G
It
Lane.
is a good one. It is a good one. And look, I'm not a massive baseball fan. I'm probably a fly-by-nighter, a casual fan.
Same as me.
I've watched quite a few docos on Netflix. The Boston Red Sox one's a fucking cracker. About how they eventually broke the curse of the Bambino.
Yes.
And for me, I was like, what the fuck is the curse of the Bambino? And you'll hear about it lots, but this podcast will explain all of that because it's all about the Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees, and how deep that rivalry goes between not only the baseball teams but also the cities themselves.
Yeah.
And how the Bambino, the curse of the Bambino, Babe Ruth, was at the heart of that. Here's a quick example of this podcast, proudly brought to you by Bond's Chafe Off Undies, which I'm looking forward to receiving a pair actually, so because I've suffered massively from Fat Man's sack like you.
Yeah, no, I do as well, yeah.
So they'll be coming. We'll give some away as well, but here's a quick teaser.
78, it all came together for Boston, and this rivalry was kind of reignited because they led New York by 14 games on the standings in mid-July. But they blew it. They blew the lead. They started going backwards. The Yankees started winning, and they got to the end of the season and they were tied. So they needed a one-game playoff, and Boston was leading 2-0 at home in the bottom of the seventh, when a guy named Bucky Dent came up to the plate. He batted number 9, which is like it's a Trent Bolt position.
Okay.
So he was a very light-hitting, great fielder. He played 12 major league seasons and hit 40 home runs total. So that's 3 and a bit home runs a year. He has laced one over the green monster. The Yankees win the World Series that year, and for now, and this is actually true, he's forever known in Boston. He's not called Bucky Dent, he's called Bucky fucking Dent.
Bucky fucking Dent.
Yours, please. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
Oh yeah, Bucky fucking Dent.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, it's time for yours, please. Where we receive your feedback, we play it out. Had some crackers yesterday, so can we top it today? First one, yours please.
Be nice.
Hey fellas, why the fuck did Matt Heath make red before bed? Shit's fucking disgusting. I'm drinking out of a fucking teacup right now. Horrible stuff.
Yes.
Anyway, smash your missus off and fuck you, G Lane.
Thanks, mate. I'll pass on the message. That is a key ingredient of the red before bed. Always out of a vessel that's not a wine glass.
Yes, because you never have them in the motel rooms that we're usually in. Not hotel, motel. Yeah. It's the worst idea ever. It's like the wine before flying. It's like, because it rhymes, it makes it okay. So that's why I would always go back after a thing and Heath would go, red before bed? And I'd be like, yeah, sure, it sounds funny. And then you have 2 sips and you go, oh, God.
I have risen from many a tiny motel rooms at about 3 a.m. with the driest fucking mouth.
Oh, it's like...
In a result of the red before bed.
The furriness. Yeah.
Midnight, toothbrush.
Yeah. It's not a great idea.
3 bottles of water.
Sounds cool.
But at the time, it's good, isn't it? And it gives you something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Because like because quite often we're wrapping up nights that we don't really want to end. So if you go, hey, let's go home for a red before bed, it feels like the night might be carrying on a little bit. And then you get home and then you do your thing and then you end up watching, I don't know, some replay of Wimbledon from 8 years ago while drinking a red out of a teacup.
It's usually a mug.
It's always a mug.
Not a teacup. The teacup sounds refined.
What is that? Arca something? What are those school lunchroom mugs that you can get that are like brown and slightly see-through? You only ever see them at like sports clubs.
The microwave ones.
Yeah.
Ones you can microwave-proof. The first ones to be microwave-proof because they didn't explode because they had water inside them.
So was that contributor contacting us during a red before bed?
Sounds like it.
Wow, good for him.
On a Monday as well. Good well done. Next one, yours please.
Bulawayo, let me say wayo. Wayo!
Let me say wayo.
Bulawayo.
Boom, boom.
Let me help say bulawayo. There's a couple of syllables.
We need to iron out. We do need to iron out the syllables because it's very close to being good.
Wayo. You got to kind of go through the bully. Let me say bulawayo. Next one, yours please.
Yeah, okay, lads. Hey, wildcard ideas for the Black Clash.
Yes.
I say we invite the whole 2015 Australian Cricket World Cup winning squad and surprise them with this is the first year that we play rugby instead of cricket. Just to see Kieran Reid make Brad Haddam his bitch. Fuck yeah, that tickled me the right way, boys. Love ya. Fuck ya.
Love you, mate.
Yeah, that would be satisfying, wouldn't it?
World Cup.
Because there was some real pieces of crap in that team.
Michael Clark.
Yeah, let's have a look here.
Go through them.
Oh, here we go.
David Warner.
Here
Clark,
we go.
Smith.
George Bailey, Brad Haddon, Aaron Finch, David Warner.
Finchie's got a good team.
Steve Smith, James Faulkner, Mitchell Marsh, Shane Watson, Glenn Maxwell, Pat Cummins, Xavier Doherty. Oh. I do not remember that guy. Mitchell Johnson was still there. Josh Hazelwood, Mitchell Stark. That's up there with one of the fucking grimmest Aussie teams in terms of...
I don't know. Pat Cumdog Millionaire and Finchie. I'd have a beer with those guys.
Yeah, the other two.
Yeah.
Shane Watson always seemed okay.
Yeah, he did. He seemed all right. He seemed in the kind of Andrew Simons mould. But just
terrible reviewer, though.
Terrible reviewer. Just review himself every time.
Yeah.
Would take. But look, I wouldn't want Shane Watson running it straight at me. That's for sure.
Fuck no, you wouldn't.
Especially not now. He's thicked out a bit.
So is George Bailey still involved with the selection process of the Aussie cricket team?
I don't know.
Or am I imagining that?
I don't know.
I feel like he's a selector these days.
Is he the guy that went crazy and started batting sideways? Was that George Bailey?
Yeah, that might have been George Bailey.
He did the Macmillan.
Macmillan, like he did against Shane Warne.
Yeah.
Who was the Sri Lankan that also Chandapur was it that faced up?
West Indies, yeah.
Mind you,
it was a West
I don't know about playing rugby. It's one of those things that everyone can kind of play a bit of cricket, but not everyone can play a bit of rugby.
Yes, George Bailey did that thing there. I mean, people are listening along at home.
Yeah.
I'm going to help, but he went in the opposite way. He put his front foot out towards what could only be described as
covers.
Extra cover.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'd love to see Kieran Reid snap Haddon in half, but maybe he's going to have to just do it on the cricket field. Next one, yours, please.
Josh, Tapuki High School, self-proclaimed bowling all-rounder.
Good man.
2019 World Cup. I was in Liverpool doing a season over there, joined by the first, second and third 11, watching it. Had a New Zealand flag wrapped around me, and cheering on every run, and got absolutely abused after the game. But part 2 coming. Alright, part 2. The main job I had over there was to coach all the juniors.
Nice.
So they were dropping brand new Ben Stokes jerseys, Jofra Archer jerseys, you name it. It was disgusting stuff. But the worst part about it, it's not the kids rubbing it in your face, bless them, but the parents asking, where are you from? And after a certain amount of time, I just stopped answering. It's a horrible, horrible time. Cheers, boys.
Yeah, that was the first one who gave the introduction, where they're from, and a little quick descriptor, which we asked for. Josh.
That was an initiative that Manoa asked for last week. I think that was good that I like the cricket.
Young Josh, yeah.
I like the all-round, because that says a lot, about him, a self-proclaimed all-rounder.
Yeah, I know what he's self-proclaimed, still bats 7 or 8, though.
Yeah, something tells me he does bat 7 or 8,
yeah.
And probably bowls about 4th drop.
Yeah.
Just because you can do neither doesn't mean that you're an all-rounder.
Yeah.
But I respect it all the same. And I also want to apologise earlier for saying Juniper was from Sri Lanka. I did mean West Indies, but that's going to get me in some serious racial trouble. What else did he have to say there?
No, he
had a flag hung over his erect downstairs when watching
the problem with that, I think everyone can sympathise with that. If you've done your OE and you've gone over to England at any time, you would have been subject to what can only be described as Brits just thirst for rubbing it in your face.
They will as well.
Because they suck so much at all the sports they invent, like tennis, cricket, rugby, football.
Yeah.
Like, they've only won one Football World Cup. They won in fucking 67, they wire on about.
Yeah, they do wire on about that.
They suck at it. So when they do win, they really go to town on you. And it can, but we don't really know how to handle it. And like Josh was mentioning, the rage builds up in you and you don't know what to do. as a Kiwi, like battling away, as an old colonial country with just 5 million compared to their kind of 70, 80 million.
At what point would Joshy just go, you know what, I'm going to identify as an Aussie for the next couple of months before I can get home?
Yeah, I always said that. I used to take Beige Brigade tours around Europe, and I said, if you get in trouble, you're an Australian.
Oh, that's a good strategy.
If you get in trouble with any law enforcement or any locals, you just say you're an Aussie.
Yeah.
Just pin it on them. Let's keep our nation clean.
Yeah.
Let's try and keep it as clean as possible, even though we're the worst behaved. But good on you for sticking it out. I would have just dropped their kids from all the teams.
Yeah, but again, do reach out. We are running a bit of a service here. We realise that we haven't actually talked about it enough, where you were and how you felt during the 2019 World Cup, so keep those coming through.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's a great...
Look, if it helps one person, Meshi, that's worth
it.
That's
our thoughts on it, isn't it?
Yeah, if it helps one person.
If it can release that baggage that you've been carrying around for the last 5 years.
Yeah, but just being over there would have been so hard. You just would have copped it. And I could tell when everyone turned up in the Stokes T-shirts. It was like that the next morning, like all the news shows and the breakfast shows all in their fucking England one-day tops.
Yeah. Photos of was it Joss Butler throwing his gloves up in the air and...
Stop it!
Yeah. Do we have any more, Joe Jury? 3 more? Wow, yours, please.
I was in the Gold Coast on holiday. I'd watched us piss fart away through that whole tournament. Took to the semi-final, and I thought I watched us get to 240 or whatever it was, and I thought, fuck, we're not defending 240. So I went to bed at 1 a.m. and woke up at 6 a.m. Gold Coast time to realise that we'd lost in a fucking super over.
Yeah.
What's a super over? What's a boundary countback? What the fuck?
You know what? You mentioned we went to bed after 240.
Yeah.
We were there, and we were like, this is competitive. And there was a Kiwi bloke who was a groundsman there. And one of the other guys got chatting to him and said, mate, that is a very good score on this pitch. Like, par is around 220, 230 on this.
What, the grounds he said, we've built an absolute shitter here, so 240 is good?
No, the pitch wasn't the greatest in terms of one-day cricket, that Lord's pitch. And once we heard that news at lunchtime, he goes, look, we're a real chance here because that pitch is a hard pitch to bat on. And
you thought, you beauty, let me get the
more
fluorescent North Face fucking bum bag out and buy a magnum bottle of champers.
It was a great day.
I don't know. That's interesting, that. How do you feel about someone that didn't actually live it? And I don't want to take anything away from what is, an important sport.
You can't wake up to a loss and be hurt by it.
Not as much as those that stayed awake.
I suppose you can be, but the ones who stayed awake all night, like the the Heaths and the Scotty Stevensons
Yeah.
and the McConies all stayed up all night commentating. And then McConey and Heath got their sums wrong, and they thought we'd won, and they celebrated.
Oh, no.
And Scotty Stevenson's like, no, boys.
Was Scotty Stevenson still doing ACC stuff then?
Yeah.
Ah, classic.
So,
yeah. But, again, I would almost give up the emotional trauma I went through. I definitely lost 5 or 6 years at the end of my life that night. I would have loved to have gone to bed at 1 a.m. and then woken up at 7 a.m. just to see that we lost it, to be honest, rather than live that shit.
anyway, we hope you helped you get over that that horrible wake-up.
Yeah.
Next one. Yours, please.
Meshi, listening from a train from Berlin to Prague.
Yep.
Listening to the podcast from like Tuesday, I think. About to go meet Lee Hart in Prague, but fuck me. You're talking about the All Black squad, Kyle Preston. You say you're from Canterbury and you don't know who Kyle Preston is, mate. Oh, fuck. He was one of our key players for the Crusaders this year, and I don't know who Kyle Preston was. Mesh, come on.
He's lost for words, isn't he?
He is.
He's going to be lost for words now because he would have hit Lee Hart. He's in Prague right now, so I'd say that guy would have lost all his words.
That's a bit of podcast inception there because I think Prague came up yesterday on the podcast.
Yeah. He's in Prague at the moment on the...
Were we talking about Prague because of Lee Hart, though?
What were you talking about, Prague? A cheap beer or something?
Yeah, something like that. I don't think it was anything to do with this trip. I'm happy to cop all kind of abuse around my rugby knowledge. I have done so for the longest time, and I'll continue to. It's not something that I have a encyclopedic knowledge on.
I'm gonna side with this guy for once as well.
You're gonna side against me for once,
a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, good for you, man.
Because Kyle Preston scored a hat trick.
And you reminded me that, and I remembered it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you guys just as much as I'm against myself here. I don't come out of the gate swinging with any kind of rugby takes for this exact reason. There's no credibility behind my knowledge for the code.
Tell you what though, that message made me a little pang of kind of jealousness of back in the day travelling around Europe, just jumping on a train from Berlin to Prague. How cool's that? How exciting is that?
Could he
sit there and just crush tins on a train?
Give us something about what's going on holiday rather than just an issue that I have about not knowing a player that played for the Crusaders.
Maybe if he is listening, if you're out there, yours pleaser, can you just let us know how your weekend with Lee Hart went?
Yeah.
Because if it went the way I thought it went, then you may be in jail. Next one. Last one. Yours, please.
Good morning, boys.
Morning.
Just an update on everyone's second favourite fast bowler, Mafaka. Picked up a 4 for last night in the T20 versus the Aussies in Darwin. 4 for 20 for old Mafaka. So hopefully Mafaka keeps up the good Mafucking work in the next Mafucking game. Have a good one.
He is my favourite non-New Zealand cricket player currently. Mafaka.
Mafaka.
He's
great talkback, by the way. Thanks, mate.
Great pipes.
Great pipes. Those pipes felt familiar. Do you know what those pipes reminded me of? Was, I'm not going to name names, but the guy that we saw outside the bar in Dunedin on the second night when we couldn't back up the first night's effort.
Oh, yep. AJ.
Is that his name?
Could be AJ.
Did it sound like him, or am I making that up?
Yeah, Motherfucker. He'd be a huge fan of Motherfucker.
Yeah, he was. I don't know. I'm going to get AJ into some trouble here, but I'm pretty sure he was orchestrating some kind of crew over the back fence.
Yeah, he was storming the gates.
He was storming the gates.
Yeah, he was storming the gates of a bar. He was no doubt about it. He actually was up. He was up front with the bouncers.
He was. I heard him shout a few explicits at the bouncers,
and
saying
said,
you guys have no chance.
We're going to go over the back fence.
I admired that. In hindsight, I've never seen someone go, "Hey, just so you bouncers know, you've kicked us out, or you've said that we can't come in. I just want you to know that we are coming in.
We're going over the back fence,
and you're not going to stop it. It's just going to happen at some point over the next couple of hours." And I wonder how he got on, AJ. AJ, if you are listening, get in touch and let us know if you did manage to get over that back fence.
I don't want to be a spoiler here. I'm pretty sure they're familiar with his behaviour.
As in the bouncing staff.
I think the entire CBD of Dunedin are familiar with AJ.
Yeah, he's climbed a few back fences to some pubs in his day.
Oh, here we go. Keep them coming through. The yours pleasers. If we don't get round to yours, don't panic. We'll chuck it in the omnibus over the weekend.
Big news as well.
What's that?
This week's omnibus will feature a special guest, the Notorious Pants Man, Joel Harrison.
Oh, yes, we've had some commitment via the Caravan on Facebook.
that he's coming in for the Yours Pleasers, or he's going to give one?
No, he's coming in.
He's
coming in for
He's
it.
going to come in and sit on the TRB couch here.
Yeah.
Next to me. And I don't know if we should give him a full microphone. I think that could be a dangerous idea.
So send in your Yours Pleasers directly for the Pants Man if you want him to answer anything specifically.
Well, I mean, what? Just give people some sort of range, because he's working with Brad Haddon at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah.
Over in Aussie with their cricket podcast. What's it called? Their cricket podcast?
I couldn't tell you.
It's like it.
Is it wicket or something?
It's some cricket analogy.
Bad wicket, inside edge, or
Brad Haddon.
And he does it with Alyssa Healy
podcast.
Yes. And Howie? Is it Howie?
Pat Howard.
Oh, is Howie involved?
Oh, there's some Aussie one.
Brad Haddon, Adam Peacock, and Alyssa Healy. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, that's it. What's it called? It's called some sort of clevery
Willow Talk.
That's
Willow
it.
Talk.
Willow
Oh,
Talk.
as opposed to Pillow Talk.
Yeah, see, but they talk about cricket, and cricket bats are made of willow.
I think that fucking Brad Haddon's Pillow Talk would be Willow Talk, to be quite honest with you. Is Pantsman involved in these podcasts?
Yeah, he's
the producer.
They get him on every now and again.
Oh, Jesus.
And Brad Haddon gives him shit about being a Kiwi.
And you think I don't know anything about rugby? Wait till Pantsman starts talking about cricket.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Hey, he played the Dulux Tradies 11. He dropped more catches than me, but he also came in at a dangerous height, because he's 6'5", 6'6", or something. He's a big unit.
Yeah.
And
this is a good yarn, actually. We should talk about this quickly.
And he was bowling short, and he couldn't help it. We were saying, pitch it up, mate. And he was bowling bounces to all the painters.
Just so fucking eager as well. Like, at a decent clip. I was wicket keeping, and he was trying to get it down there at some pace.
Yeah, and there was some, 50-year-old painters who were copying bounces.
40 beers deep.
Copying bounces from the Pants Man. And I said to him, what are your hands like? He said, yeah, I can catch. And I was like, sweet.
Oh, man.
You're at deep square leg there, because that's all the balls go to cow corner, deep square leg in this game.
Everything goes behind square.
And then, sure enough, he got peppered. Sure enough, he dropped every single one.
Mate, he got fucked up. How many catches did he drop? Again, like we were talking about earlier, people move on if something else happens. And was that the same game in which Jason Hoyt looked a lot like the Titanic trying to turn around for that run out?
He lost all his gear.
So I think the Pantsman got lucky because there was just something bigger that happened in that game.
Yeah.
No, that was a different one. Was
that a different game? So why
this was the year that Kesey sucked up all the deliveries.
That's why. Okay.
And then claimed he did amazing at scoring 29 off 70 balls. Yeah.
Because I feel pretty confident in saying that was the worst fielding performance from an individual I've ever seen.
That's big call.
Have
you seen Matt Heathfield?
Like, there's the How To Dad bowling performance.
Yeah, and Black Clash. Yeah.
There's the.
Did you saying the Pants Man made you hate cricket?
He was pretty fucking close, man. Like, he was pretty close. I think there was a moment where he had a couple too many beers and he'd lost all confidence in his own ability, that he was running around the boundary, and I think he slid underneath one, and just kind of a form of desperation and hope that it would somewhere stick, on him or inside him. It was ugly.
Oh, yeah, we'll find out on Friday.
Maybe we should talk to him about that performance on Friday.
If you get your Brad Haddon related questions in for Joel Harrison, the notorious Pants Man, former ACC member and Hodaki employee, now in Australia. What network is it? The Triple M?
Yeah, what network is that the one he's on? We can ask him all these questions. Maybe we should.
Nova? Is it Nova or Rover?
No, Rover's that crap ass one.
Oh, I should have won.
Is that the one that Pixie Campbell used to work on?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Anyway,
is there an audience out there for a notorious Pantsman off the long run episode?
No, certainly not. Okay, let's knock this on the head. The Sahara Sports Tuesday. There's not much going on at all, but we'll be back tomorrow with a fresh load of sports news, hopefully.
I don't know if it will be.
Catch you later.
You've been listening to the ACC's Agenda podcast, brought to you by Export Ultra. For more episodes, like and follow on iHeartradio or wherever you get your podcasts.